Some people paint themselves red and white on Saturday mornings. Others bury a bunch of their ancestors in a mound the shape of Bucky Badger. No matter how you celebrate football season, I think it's easy to see that Wisconsin pride has been going strong for over 1,000 years. I know it's risky to have this show steer people towards Baraboo. After all, Parks and Landmarks was created expressly to keep people away from Devil's Lake. However, Sauk County is so rich with natural wonders that sometimes I can't help myself. I can only hope that maybe this being so close will actually draw people away from that tourist trap. All roads into Baraboo are scenic in their own way, but everyone should experience the drive on State Highway 33 at least once. The road winds over the Baraboo River and through a wide gorge between rocky hills. Before you hit town, turn right on Mound Road. Drive past Lower Narrows State Natural Area. We'll come back to that in a minute. This week's Halloween tie-in is a 1,000-year-old mass grave with an artistic twist. The natives of the upper Midwest made thousands of these symbolically shaped effigy mounds, but this is the only one ever discovered in the shape of a man, or a horned god, or something. This small woods edge lot has been a county park for 109 years. There's a merry-go-round, a parking lot, maybe an outhouse, but if you're here to see one thing only: the cows across the street. Ah, look at those guys. They have more energy than my dog. If you're not excited by anthropology, this park won't have much for you. The mound wouldn't even really be noticeable from the road if the legs were not covered in bright white. It's just cool to know that we have this unique history so close to home. With the spooky grave tie-in done, let's go back to this week's natural landmark. Lower Narrows State Natural Area is not a park. That's not to say it doesn't welcome visitors, but your comfort is secondary to preserving the nature here. I would say there are trails here, but if your definition of a trail includes not brushing against plants, you might disagree strongly. Unless you visit in the winter, you'll want to DEET spray yourself from the knees down. I'm not sure whether ticks live here, but if they do, they'll have a million opportunities to find you. Still, walking through the grasses is far preferable to picking your way through the poison ivy in the woods. It only takes a minute to walk to the base of the cliff, but in that time you'll already begin to feel removed from the busy highway a quarter of a mile away. Lower Narrows gets few visitors, so you can get a big dose of peace and quiet if you time your visit right. That peace may be threatened somewhat by the hornets and wasps that wander in and out of holes in the south-facing part of the cliff. Thankfully, they're not aggressive, but I'm guessing the cliff is not a great place for a picnic. What it is good for is a quick accomplishment, followed by doing absolutely nothing. The cliff is just hard enough to climb, especially with a lawn chair in tow, that it really feels like you've achieved something when you reach the top. Then you can unfold the chair, sit down, and watch the world go by below. If you enjoy hiking the bluffs at Devil's Lake, but find the crowds of other people who like doing the same to be too much, Lower Narrows may be your perfect alternative. As always, I'll leave links with more information in the description down below. Thanks for watching. Subscribe so you don't miss new content from the Clarion and more Parks and Landmarks every week.